Yeah, when I met you and you started talking about your platform and walking me through it, you hit on two key things that are roadblocks for us at Nine Stone for working with accountants. We've been working with big top 100 accounting firms and small firms for the last 6 or 7 years. Time is 100% the gold standard. So we are regularly struggle with working with partners, owners of accounting firms. They just don't have enough time, right, to communicate effectively with clients, and clients need communication, right? And then number two, a lot of times they're like, don't have the time to write what they should be sending to clients to function essentially as like almost like a business coach, not just like a robot, but how do you help their businesses grow? How do you help the individuals be more, effective, efficient? So, like if you can give accounting firm, if you can give partners, managing partners, CEOs, presidents of accounting firms more time, then in my mind, I want to know about that because we
Yeah.
need that on the marketing and sales side.
But it's interesting you say that because the traditional approach of delivering advisory um, has been time. Accountants have been traditionally sold their time. So if you really want to scale it, you've got to scale selling your time. How do you do that? But you're going to get to a point where if you've got 100 clients, you just cannot meet with all of them. If you've got 200 clients, it's not going to happen. If you've got 500 clients, so how do you actually scale your time? And so we think about it as productizing advisory in a different way. The product that you produce for your clients doesn't have to be your time all the time. And so we help take away a lot of the groundwork to deliver the product, but then the time that you wrap around it, that needs to be addressed. There's something there that the accountant needs to think about differently. So we sometimes talk to our accountants about what if it's a tier two advisory? What if it's not tier one? And tier one is super expensive and it's my time, amongst other things. But tier two is it's something else, and maybe it's on demand. Instead of reaching out, like, instead of me forcing a 1 hour meeting on you every single month, even if you don't need me, you got to pay for it. Down to something a little bit less, a little bit more productized. That is, look, here's your monthly report, here's your actions, here's your highlights, and your executive summary. If you want to talk to me, reach out to me, but we don't need to talk this month. And that's maybe, what if that's the default? That's a lot more scalable because only a certain percentage of your clients will actually reach out to you.
Yeah, Aaron, I wonder what your thoughts are on that piece too, scaling, because we run into that working together a lot with accounting and finance firms, that we can actually produce more opportunities like qualified leads than firms can handle, right? They really struggle with scale, Brendan.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. And anything that helps them with scaling, like I know Nine Stone's fantastic because they put in a lot of automation and nurture sequences to follow up on leads and also follow up on existing clients to offer them other services. So you're another great tool in the tool chest that can help with that scaling through smart use of AI. Another thing that stood out for me when we met you, Brandon, is this aspect of the ability for them to do more of the higher value services. And Alex and I, we put together a lot of projections for a lot of top accounting firms, and one of the things that's always stood out is the ones that have the most promise of absolute fortunes in maximizing their digital marketing profit are the ones that can move the average engagement value up to higher amounts of average engagement value instead of those lower value tax and accounting bookkeeping services. If they can move themselves and offer more of those advisory services, then when we start driving in qualified leads through paid search and then nurturing them and closing them, each one's going to close at a higher value and a higher repeat value. So the lifetime value starts to grow exponentially. And there's across 10 years, you can build vast fortunes of net new money in addition. Now, I want to say that because accounting firms tend to be very traditional in their approach and they're used to referral marketing. that sort of thing, which is great. They should continue to do that. But there's a new bounty that's in the digital channel. And if they're not there and doing it well and using AI, not just with Aider, but with AI, we offer that in our pay-per-click marketing solution. We can give them an unfair advantage in that market instead of them just going, oh, we don't do digital. That's, and then leaving all that traffic and money to their competitors, which is not a good idea.
Yeah, so Aaron, you totally nailed it.